endure. I want to change the outcome of the selection of the king. If I use the power of the Grail for that, the kingdom's collapse would certainly...
I believe this path is the right path.
It's true. I drew the sword from the stone and made a pledge to fulfill my duties as king. I sacrificed a great many things in order to fight for my people, and I have no regrets on that account. If I were proud of what I accomplished in my life, I would not seek to change things, even with my kingship being overthrown. However, the king protected his kingdom, but the kingdom did not protect her king. It's that simple. Unfortunately, it ended in tragedy. But if the actions that led to that end were not bitter and cruel, then there would be no need for this wish. I have sacrificed a great deal to obtain this wish, but I have protected one thing to the very end. I kept it safe, deep within my heart, and this is one unrequited dream that I would like to see play out to its end. I do desire the Grail, but I will not kill Shiro to obtain it. Can't you see this, you knave? What the Holy Grail can offer me is far less desirable than what Shiro can. If the Holy Grail is going to pollute me, then I want no part of it. I have already had all that I've ever wanted. Shiro, I need you to take my hand.
My strength is coming back. Saber, what just happened?
Nothing can affect you as you are now, not even Gay Bolge's curse.
You people are so incredibly tedious. Fine. It's time for you both to die. Allow me to introduce you. This is the epic hero who was my partner in the previous Holy Grail War, but I believe you three may have met before.
It's that guy!
So this is where we're gonna finish things? And with this pesky little nuisance underfoot as well?
Who is this guy? Have you been working with two servants this whole time?
You see, after the last Holy Grail War finally ended, the two of us entered into a bit of a partnership whereby I would provide him with the sustenance he required to remain here.
Sustenance? So that's what this disgusting room is for. And why am I only hearing about this now?
If I had told you this earlier, would you have honestly fought by his side as an equal?
Ha! I'd rather die first.
So when you told me you didn't know who it was, Kotomine, you were just lying.
He disobeyed my instructions to simply watch and observe and revealed himself to you. And if you followed him, the trail would eventually lead you back to me. So I had no choice but to formulate a new plan of action. But Emiya, if you think about it, nothing I said was really an outright lie. This is like a repeat of 10 years ago, Saber, isn't it? But back then, I was defeated by Kiritsugu. So I was unable to witness the final scene. Backed into a corner, I touched the Holy Grail just as it was beginning to appear. Who knew what that consequence would be?
So that's why. You're what caused it?
That was the result of your attempt to take the Grail?
That wasn't my original intention. I had simply wished for everyone in that particular area to just disappear. The Grail would have done the same thing, regardless if I had touched it or not.
That's ridiculous. The Grail is nothing but a tool to grant its owner their wish.
Really? So how do you think it goes about granting those wishes? What the Holy Grail really is an incredibly powerful weapon. Its power is unmatched, and the wishes that it grants to its owners are always delivered through destruction.
Are you saying the Holy Grail I've been searching for
is nothing more than a cursed chalice that destroys everything but its owner? Gilgamesh, Lancer, dispose of this trash.
What Whatever happens, Shiro, you must not leave my side.
I got it.
What are you doing? Your target is that half-breed.
Yeah, well, things change. I refuse to be a part of this.
Lancer, what are you doing?
Don't get the wrong idea. I've got absolutely no intention of fighting for you guys. All I'm doing, believe it or not, is siding with my principles!
Really? You're seriously gonna break your pact when you're this close to obtaining the Holy Grail?
You're missing the whole point! Real epic heroes don't give a damn about a second chance at life!
Lancer, you're no match for him by yourself!
Shut up and get the hell out of here. I'm not protecting you because I want your friendship. I never could stand you well-bred Night Kings.
Good luck to you then.
To tell you the truth, I didn't like the idea of things ending this way either. If you hadn't done something, I would've.
Are you saying you wanted to let Saber escape?
Well, of course I wanted her to escape. She's my property. But in order to complete the ritual to summon the Holy Grail, I'm afraid one more servant will need to die.
You planned this all along, didn't you?
Shiro, let me see your wounds.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Shiro, but most likely this is going to hurt.
It's gone now. The pain's gone.
Yes, I replenished the scabbard with my mana. Your wound will begin to heal in a moment.
Scabbard? Wait a minute, are you talking about Excalibur's scabbard?
Exactly, the one I thought I had lost. Shiro, believe it or not, that scabbard is now inside of you. For an untrained Magus like you to summon me, a point of contact was needed to compensate for your lack of skill. And that point of contact was Excalibur's scabbard.
But why the heck would something like that be inside me?
I can only assume it was Kiritsugu who did it.
My dad?
In the previous war, Kiritsugu used the scabbard as the catalyst to summon me. That scabbard is a noble phantasm that will heal its bearer's wounds. Kiritsugu must have decided it would be more advantageous for him to keep it rather than return it to me.
So my dad was able to survive and win the Grail Wars because he had the same ability I do?
Yes, and then when the battle was over, amongst the charred ruins, Kiritsugu stumbled upon a dying child. There was only one way that he could save that child, the healing scabbard of the sacred sword. And by embedding it in the child, Kiritsugu was able to save that boy's life. It's because of that scabbard that you have the ability to regenerate.
I'm sorry for using your scabbard for something like this.
Don't be. When I realized this, it made me very happy. I had never managed to save anything except for your life, Shiro. Kiritsugu was right. I have no need of the Holy Grail. He clearly saw it before I did, that I can't go back and change the past. He saw the truth behind what I've been deceiving myself with this entire time.
Saber.
Thank you. Thanks to you, I now know the path I should take. The Holy Grail and I are both dreams that should have never existed. I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. This was a misguided wish, and these were days that weren't meant to be. But this weakness of mine has granted a young girl
Okay, Saber. Let's destroy the Holy Grail.
Yes. I had faith you would eventually reach that same conclusion, Master.